The Canadian Grand Prix is one of my favourite events in Formula 1, and I'm hoping this year's race will be a banger. The race has been held 57 times and it takes place over a 4.361 kilometre circuit. The race itself is 70 laps. For this weekend's race, the tyres Pirelli are bringing are the softest in the range, the C5, the C4 and the C3 compound. I know we shouldn't focus on crashes, but when I think of Canada, I can't help but remember Robert Kubica's absolutely huge shunt just before the hairpin in 2007. He hit that concrete wall at top speed and so hard, he just hit it with such a force that the fact he came out of it without any major injuries was incredible to me. I also remember 2011 when teammates Lewis Hamilton and Jenson Button collided on the pit straight in a really bizarre incident, with Hamilton trying to go down the inside and Button either not knowing he was there or closing the door, and Hamilton got front wing damage. Both were driving for McLaren at the time. We also can't not mention 2019, when Sebastian Vettel was handed a post-race penalty for going off the track and keeping the position against Hamilton. Many thought he was robbed of victory, and it was a very, very sad day for Sebastian Vettel and his fans. As you can imagine, he was not very happy. As always, here is a full lap of the circuit, but this time it's in F1 23, as it's just released this week. Enjoy. So what do we expect from the Grand Prix? Well, first of all, we know Aston Martin are bringing a big upgrade to Canada, and that's probably the most interesting thing about the weekend. We don't know exactly what it is, but it's meant to be substantial, and certainly big enough that Aston Martin believe they're going to be fighting back towards the front of the grid after a pretty tough Spanish Grand Prix. This is also coupled with the fact that Mercedes are not entirely confident their car is going to be suited to the Canadian Grand Prix, and it may very well be tough to replicate their performance at Spain. Toto Wolff went as far as to say, "We now move on to Montreal. With its long straights and low-speed corners, it's not a track that we expect to suit our car as well as Barcelona did." So the fact that Mercedes think they may not be as strong, and Aston Martin are expecting a big jump, we may see Aston Martin leapfrog Mercedes again in terms of performance and head back towards being the second fastest car. I do find it a little bit odd though, considering last year, Mercedes did really well at Canada with the W13, so I wouldn't entirely rule them out, but they are certainly tempering expectations. We also don't talk about them much, and maybe we should, but Williams are also bringing an upgrade to Canada this weekend, but only on Alex Albon's car. They will certainly be looking to make a step forward from the back of the grid, and hopefully start challenging for regular points week on week. There we have it, the Canadian Grand Prix. I'll be live streaming a watch along of the qualifying and the race as always on this channel, so stop by if you want to get involved with the community watch along. I hope you enjoyed this preview. If you did, why not hit that like and subscribe button? They're free after all, and I'll catch you next time.